All right, so welcome back to another deep dive.
Yeah, glad to be back.
You guys wanted to know what's got Marc Maron, I guess, so fired up recently.
Yeah.
And how comedy plays a role in today's, I guess you could say, political climate.
Right.
We're diving into a Daily Beast article about this.
Okay.
Where Maron throws down some pretty heavy accusations.
Right.
And yeah, so buckle up, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, because this is going to be a wild one.
All right, I'm ready.
So the headline here is basically that Maron is accusing fellow podcasters
Oh, wow.
of humanizing fascism.
Whoa, strong words right out the gate.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Humanizing fascism.
Yeah.
That's a heck of an accusation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's specifically calling out those who have hosted figures like Donald Trump
Oh, interesting.
on their shows.
Okay.
And it's interesting because he doesn't name names directly,
Oh, really?
but it's pretty obvious he's alluding to people like Joe Rogan,
Yeah.
Andrew Schultz, Theo
All
Von.
those guys that have had him on their shows? Yeah, all of whom have had Trump as a guest recently.
Yeah, you don't have to be Sherlock Holmes to figure out who he's talking about.
No, exactly.
Yeah.
So
what's his beef? What's the core of this argument?
yeah, so his argument is that by treating figures like Trump as just another guest,
Yeah.
as somebody you can have a casual chat with, these podcasters are normalizing extreme views.
Oh, so it's like they're making it okay
Yeah.
to hold these ideas
Exactly.
by just sort of brushing elbows with the guy who espouses them.
Right. And it makes these ideologies more digestible, more
Yeah.
acceptable to a wider audience.
Right, like, oh, he's just a regular guy shooting the brews with Joe Rogan, no big deal.
Exactly. And it's interesting, too, because this is kind of a shift for Maron himself.
Oh, really? How so?
Because back in 2015, he was actually worried about comedians being too timid and self-censoring.
Oh, interesting.
Now he's calling out what he calls anti-woke comedy.
Yeah, I've heard that term thrown around a lot. It can mean a lot of different things.
Yeah.
What do you think he's getting at with that?
Well, I think in this context, he seems to be pointing at comedy that pushes back against social justice movements.
I see.
And often using humor that punches down or plays into harmful stereotypes.
Right.
And his worry is that this type of humor, even if it's meant to be edgy or provocative,
Yeah.
can actually desensitize people to the real danger behind these ideologies.
Right. It's like it's making light of something that's actually pretty serious.
Right. And there's this one quote
Okay.
that really hammers home his point.
Lay it on me.
He says, "The anti-woke flank of the new fascism is being driven almost exclusively by comics my peers.
Wow.
Whether or not they are self-serving or true believers in the new fascism is unimportant."
That's quite a statement.
Yeah.
It's like he's saying that intent doesn't even matter.
Right.
If you're platforming these ideas, you're contributing to the problem.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It raises a lot of questions like,
Like what?
what happens when you give a platform to extreme views, even under the guise of entertainment?
Yeah.
You know, what is the responsibility of comedians?
Right. Are they just there to make people laugh?
Right.
Or do they have a responsibility to think about the impact of their words?
Right, because comedy and politics are so intertwined.
Especially these days, it seems like you can barely tell the difference sometimes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's a lot to unpack.
Yeah.
But it's like Maron's issuing a challenge to other comedians.
To be more careful.
Yeah, to be aware of the power that they wield and to consider whether their jokes are inadvertently normalizing harmful ideologies.
It's kind of a heavy burden to put on a comedian, though, isn't it?
It is, but I think he's saying that it's important to at least be aware of it.
Yeah, I think so, too. I mean, this isn't just a comedy problem, right? This is happening all over the media landscape.
Yeah.
Think about how you choose what to watch, what to listen to, what you read.
Right.
Do you ever consider the impact that that creator is having?
Yeah, are they pushing an agenda or are they just trying to entertain?
Exactly. And even if they are just trying to entertain, could they be normalizing harmful ideas without even meaning to?
Yeah.
It's a lot to think about.
It is. And it's like Maron is saying we can't just passively consume media anymore.
Yeah, we have to be more active.
Right. We have to be active participants.
Just think critically about what we're taking in.
Exactly.
And how it might be shaping our worldview.
Yeah. It's heavy stuff.
It is heavy stuff, but I think it's important to talk about it.
Absolutely. And that's what we try to do here on the Deep Dive.
Exactly. We're not giving you answers, but we are trying to help you ask the right question.
I got to navigate these complex issues.
That's right.
And we want to hear from you guys.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on this whole debate? Hit the comment section.
Yeah, let's have a discussion.
Let us know. And while you're at it, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more deep dives
Yeah, more tough questions.
into the topics that matter.
Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for listening.